This is a fully co-op game, and I'm going to be doing a solo run-through controlling 3 heroes so you can see how it's done. So why don't you just join me at the table and let's play Adventure Tactics, Domianne's Tower. Okay guys, I have the game set up and ready to go. Let me show you what setup is all about. So in this game we're playing this adventure. I don't want to spoil the story, just know that they're attacking town and we're helping, we're guarding the gate. They actually gave us a choice on what to do, and for this scenario I'm going to be guarding the gate. It has the map which I've set up, and for only 3 heroes, which is what I'm playing with, we do the green monsters. And all of these stuff I'm going to show you when it becomes important. Our objective is to defeat this guy whose name is Rigby. Now, there is a bonus objective. If we get to defeat all of the goblins before we defeat Rigby, then we get something extra. And of course we fail if we die. Let's see, I have my deck of cards for everybody. My initiative pile is here, we'll shuffle it later. And I have my 3 heroes. Now, thank you to all of you on Twitter and Instagram who actually decided for me what heroes I was going to be playing today. So today, because of you guys, we are going to be playing the archer, we are going to be playing the wizard, and we are going to be playing the rogue. And I have their starter cards which tell me exactly what cards go in the deck. I will show you that in a minute, but it's the cards that are here on these little cards plus 3 basic movement and 3 basic attacks. I already have everything in the decks. We'll shuffle them before we draw and everything. They also start with a class feature, so everybody has that already on their mats. And the card, their starter card shows you how much health, so everybody already has health. They also start with a passive ability. Everybody has a passive ability to their left, and I'm going to show you that as well real quick. And yeah, that's pretty much setup. I also have dice and tokens, HP tokens off camera, just so that I can keep this clutter to a minimum. Let's take a quick look at our objective and also our heroes. Okay, so without spoiling too much, you can see that the objective is to defeat Rigby, and the bonus objective is to get all the minions and archers dead before we kill or defeat Rigby. It's going to let me know about my enemies and their behaviors, and I'll show you that in more detail when we need to use all of those. Just know that Rigby has 15 HP in a 2-player game, 3 hero game, and then it goes up a little bit in a 4-player or hero game, it's 15, but in a 5 hero, he has 20. And our minions are on the bottom, and we have our trackers. So for this minion, he has 8 health in our game, and he continues to have 8 health no matter how many players are there. This is what die he's going to be rolling when he attacks. This is his range, so he is a melee attacker, and that's how much he moves. There's a spot here to track him, the green monster, and this spot is for our archer. And there's their stats. She has a white die as well. She is a ranged, of course, because she's an archer, and range of 4, and she does her movement, and she only has 5 HP. All right, let's take a look then at our heroes. So this is our archer, and like I said, I'm going to be showing you all of this stuff when it's relevant, but just know that she has 6 HP and some abilities, and we will go over those when it's important. Now look at her picture, and we see that she rolls a black die, and she's ranged and moves 4. Here's our wizard. I'll let you check out his stats as well. He is ranged. He rolls a red die when he attacks. And finally our rogue, which has an ability to move a little bit extra at the end of the turn. His passive ability, he can ignore a basic attack as his class feature. There's his HP. He's got the most HP out of the bunch. He's got 7 HP. So with that, the game is set up and we can go to gameplay. Okay, so in this game, the way that who goes first happens is with these initiative tokens, and we're just gonna give them a quick shuffle and then just start populating. So it looks like Elwyn, our wizard, is gonna go first, then Tolben, our rogue. Oh, all of our heroes are gonna go first. Then Odette and then the enemies act twice during a round. So with that said, with our initiative set, then we can start with our wizard. He is over here, and we, at the beginning of our turn, draw 4 cards. So I have the decks over there just to make some, just to keep, make some space for everything that I want to show you guys. But I have their standees, I have their miniatures here. By the way, the yellow area is where they can stand, so I kind of made them all stand all the way up there because the monsters are all the way up there, kind of. I mean, go figure. I don't know if that's a good plan, but that's what I came up with. But I have their standees because the game came with standees and miniatures behind each deck because the backs are the same, just to remind myself of what deck is what. So this is the wizard, and we will shuffle, and then we're going to get 4 cards into our hand and see where we go from there. Okay. So let's see what we get, and let's see what he's going to do. He's standing right here. So as far as what I got, I have 2 basic attacks, 1 basic move, and then a fireball, which is a range attack. You can see down here, it rolls a blue die, and it has an area of effect of 1, which means that I can attack, let's say, this space if I was in range, and it will affect 1 in every space that's adjacent, because the area of effect is 1, so it would affect all of these spaces, and with only 1 roll. But of course, I'd have to be in range. So let's see, what are we going to do? The first thing, and you can do 2 actions on your turn. The first thing that I'm going to have him do is move, because if he moves, then maybe he can use one of his attacks. Right now, he's kind of far away. So I'll just go ahead and discard that, and I'm just going to discard that over here. Okay, and now he can move. How much can he move? So I see that the wizard has a movement of 3, and then he has a range of 1 to 4 for his basic attack, because his fireball has a different range. That's not a basic attack, but his basic attack, 1 to 4, and then I get to move 3. So let's move him 3, and let's see how far we are from our enemies. Okay, so he is actually kind of the furthest of them all. So let's see. 1, 2. Now the wizard has a special passive ability called blink. Now blink, once per turn, you may use 1 point of movement to move diagonally. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move diagonally. All right, so instead of moving forward, because in this game you can only move orthogonally, so you can only move up and down, left and right. But because of his special ability, he gets to move diagonally, which is kind of like moving twice. Because you would have to use 1, 2, and now with his 1 movement, he's a little closer. Now remember, we did 1 action. We can do another action, and what I have are my fireballs or my basic attacks. He is, and when you count range, you can count diagonals. So you can't move diagonally, but you can count range diagonally. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's exactly 4 away from that monster. And if I was to use my fireball and try to attack both, 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, that is perfect. He is 4 away from this spot, and then he would get to attack, like I said, range 1 around it. So we're gonna go ahead and use the fireball. It's going to let me roll a blue die. So let's do that. I will discard that. That is his second action. All right, let's roll right in here. And we have 5 damage to both the Rigby and the minion. Okay, so let's mark 5 for Rigby. That's his place. And 5 for him. He has a health of 8, so he's almost there. Now, if I want to complete this objective of defeating all the goblins, I should probably focus on the goblins first, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity and attack both at the same time. Okay, so with all of that done, the wizard, Elwin, has finished his turn. We'll move him up a little bit to indicate that he has gone, so I don't lose track. And now it's time for Tolben, our rogue, to go ahead and do some action. So, what's his name? Tolben. Tolben is over here. I was going to call him Robin. Robin? Maybe Batman and Robin? I don't know where my mind was. But let's see. Let's shuffle and get 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And see what we get for Mr. Tolben and what he's going to do this turn. All right, so Tolben got a basic attack, a basic move. He has a dagger throw, which is a range of 1 to 4, no area of effect, just one target, rolling a red, and his best attack, which is a shank, but he has to be adjacent. He does roll 2 blue dice, so that's actually really good. But I don't think that he can get close enough to use that. So with that in mind, we're going to do a basic move first and see how far he can get. Maybe he can throw a dagger at somebody. Let's see how much he moves on his sheet. I should also point out that if I didn't have any basic movement cards, I can always discard any card to move half of the hero's speed rounded down. But I do have a basic move. I'm going to go ahead and use it and discard it. All right, so our rogue moves 4. And for a basic attack, he has to be adjacent, and he will roll a blue. I'm not sure that he's going to do a basic attack. He's probably going to throw some daggers. But let's go ahead and move him 4 first. Now remember, he cannot move diagonal like the wizard could. So he's going to have to move around this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there he goes. He is 1, 2, 3, 4 away from this goblin, which I think is good enough to use his daggers. Where are they? Right here. Okay, so he is going to throw a dagger. It's going to be 4 away, and he's going to be rolling red. And he rolled 3 damage. Okay, I think that's enough to defeat that goblin. All right, so we add 3 damage to the goblin, and looking down here, that is enough to defeat him. He only takes 8 damage, so he is done for. Okay, so with that done and Mr. Rogue using both actions that he can this turn, he is done. And now it's time for our girl Olette to do some actions. Let's go ahead and get her 4 cards and see. Now she's stuck back there and she is a range attacker, but the monsters are really, really far. Maybe I should have used her skill, but I didn't know this was going to happen. She does have a passive skill. Let me show it to you. She has an ability called Scout that after the initiative order has been set, you may move your hero up or down 1 spot. So if I would have known that our heroes were going to defeat Mr. Goblin so quickly, I might have moved her down so that the monsters would move closer to me and I would be able to do something cool during my turn. But as of now, I think probably just move. But let's see what the cards, because we might not even get movement. Although, like I said, we can always discard to move. Although it's not that efficient because you only move half of your speed, but sometimes you have to because you need to get where you need to get. Oops, okay, let's, these are yours, I think. Yeah, that's yours. All right, and what do we get? So we definitely got a lot of movement, and then we got one of her special abilities, which is healing, but of course we're not hurt. So we are probably going to use 2 movements. We didn't get any attacks, but I don't think it would have mattered because I don't think she would have been able to hit anything. So for our first action, we'll make a basic move, and for our second action, we'll make a basic move. I'll go ahead and discard, and she moves 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I could have used, I didn't use, but the rogue has an ability. At the end of your turn, you may move 1 additional square. I could have done that. I didn't. I'm not going to go back, but I need to remember that. Running 3 heroes can be a little bit chaotic, especially when I'm talking to you guys. But even if I'm not, it's just sometimes you forget. I'm going to make another basic movement with her and move another 4. I don't want to get super close to this, guys, but at the same time, I feel like if I don't, I'm never going to get things done. This archer is really far away. I don't know if she's going to move or not. So let's be brave. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I am being very brave because now Rigby can get to me and the archer can get to me for sure. But, you know, it is what I think that's going to be our plan. So she's gone, and now we're going to see if it was actually a good idea or not, because Rigby is going to go. I haven't shuffled these yet, or maybe I did. I don't remember. But just in case, here is his deck. His AI deck, and we are going to find out what Rigby is going to do this turn. He is going to do minions on the move. Okay, let's check it out. So every gang member moves towards the closest hero and makes a basic attack. And every gang archer makes a basic attack if a hero is in range. Otherwise, it moves towards the closest hero. So there are no more gang members because we defeated them all, but there is a gang archer. So it's going to make a basic attack if it's in range, or if not, it's going to move. Okay, so it is in range. 1, 2, 3. So this ranger is going to hit us with a white die. So let's see what they roll. Okay, and gets 2 hits on our archer. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring her down to 4. You see that they don't have a lot of health, but she does have that healing in her hand, so maybe next turn she can heal up. Okay, so that's the monster's activation. Now they go back to back, so we're gonna draw another card and see what Rigby is up to this turn, and he's going to smash and grab. So for smash and grab, if Rigby starts his turn adjacent to a hero, he uses smash. But as we can tell, he's not adjacent to any heroes right now. Otherwise, he moves towards the closest hero and makes a basic attack. Okay? And then every gang archer makes a basic attack if a hero is in range, or if not, it moves towards the closest hero. So again, the archer is going to hit us, and Rigby's going to hit us too. Closest hero, basic attack. Let's do it. Okay, so the closest hero is the archer, so I'm a little bit worried about her, but you know, so Rigby moves, how much? He moves 4. So he should be able to get in range. So 1, 2, and right there is more than fine, more than enough. He's gonna hit us with a white die. So let's see what he rolls. Okay, before we roll, I thought about it, and I'm going to use the archer's responsibility. If you see on the bottom, it tells you that that blue arrow that we have in this ability is a response, so I can use it on anybody's turn. And I think it's going to protect me from both attacks. When an enemy moves adjacent to you, which Rigby did move adjacent to me, I can make a basic move. So I'm going to go ahead and spend that. This goes into my discard pile. I won't be able to use it again until I get it back into my hand. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and discard that. And yes, call me a coward, but in all honesty, if I don't move, I'm going to get attacked by both. So I need to make sure that I am more than 4 spaces away from this archer, and just Rigby is a melee attacker, so as long as I move at least 1 away, I should be fine. I want to position myself in a way that I can attack next turn. I don't want to be too far away. So let's see, if I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm still in range. So I'll do 1, I'm away from Rigby, 2, 3, 4. How about here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I'm not in range anymore. Of course, I'm in front of the wizard, but the wizard can move diagonally, so I'm not worried about cutting him off too much. So I did that, and because I did that, then Rigby cannot hit me anymore because I'm not adjacent to him. And the archer, which is next, every archer makes a basic attack if it's in range. Otherwise, it moves towards the closest hero. It's going to have to move. I am the closest hero. So how much does the archer move? The archer moves, I believe, is, let's see, 3? Yes, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's all that happened. So not too bad. Okay, so that was it for the monsters, and that is the end of the round. Now at the end of the round we do cleanup, and during cleanup our heroes can discard a card. Let's see, the healing I want to keep. I don't know that I need movement next turn. I am already where I need to be at range 2 to 5, so I'm going to discard this basic movement action for her, in hopes of getting more attacks into my hand next turn. So that was her. The wizard, let's see, the wizard has 2 basic attacks, and he is 1 to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he needs to move, but he'd love to attack, but he's not gonna attack twice. He needs to move at least once. I mean, that is if he's first and he needs to move. Maybe the monsters will come to him. With that in mind, I might just keep both and hope to get some movement out of the situation. And then for the rogue, let's see, he has his best attack, so definitely not getting rid of that. He would also need to move, and I would love to use this on Rigby, the shank, because this is the best attack. So I will go ahead and discard again to make sure that, or hopefully get a movement action so that I can get closer to the monsters. So with that, that is cleanup. Now we also have to, of course, set up a new initiative. And we'll go to round 2. Okay, so we have the enemy first. Yay. Then Olette. Then the enemy again. Then Elwyn. And then Tolvin. So I will go ahead and use Olette's ability to, after the initiative order has been set, you may move your hero up or down. So we're gonna have Olette, then 2 monsters, then the rest of our heroes. Hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, so first Olette. She's gonna go back up to 4, 2, 3, 4. She has 2 swords, a healing potion, and a basic move. Does she want to heal? She's at 4, her max is at 6. She's only hurt 2. I think she can wait a little bit. This might come back to bite me. I think we're gonna do attacks, and that's the reason why I got rid of that card, I believe. So we're going to first make a basic attack, and let's discard that. That's her first action. She's going to roll a black die, and she's going to target that archer, which is definitely in range. So let's see what she rolls. Okay, and she gets a 5. So that's 5 damage to the archer. The archer actually takes 5 damage to defeat, so she has actually defeated that archer. So we'll just put her over here, signaling that she is done. All we have is Rigby. Of course, I should mention that Rigby has a passive ability that when it's called Signal Flare, and when Rigby reaches 7 or fewer HP for the first time, we add 1 goblin minion and 1 goblin archer to the encounter. So when he's down on health, he's gonna bring friends. And then if we still want to complete this ability, or the super bonus of defeating the goblin archers and the minions first, we're gonna have to deal with those 2 new friends before we defeat our goblin friend, Rigby. But in the meantime, we are here, and I guess we can start beating down on Rigby. I could also move away, I could also heal. I have a healing in hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit him. If he hits me back, hopefully 2-3 damage, I hope. Then I can heal next turn. So I will do another basic attack at range 2 to 5. That's going to be my last action. And I am in range. It's at range 3. So I'm going to be rolling a black. And let's see what I get. Okay, here goes. And that's a 6. That's probably the best result I can get. This die is either really, really good, or it could be really not really good. But we got 6, so we're good to go. Okay, so we hit him for 6. And well, you know what happens when we hit him for 6, right? He's at 11, so definitely he has less than 7 health. He actually only has 4 health left, so he's gonna bring those friends now. So they're right here. I have them here, and they're gonna go on these purple spots, so I'm gonna go ahead and set them up in the map. All right, so this guy with the, or girl with the bat goes up there, and the archer goes down here. Now we have a few more targets. With that, Olette is gone. Okay, so let's see what the monsters are going to do. First monster activation is minions on the move. Of course they want to move. So they just got here and they're impatient. Every gang member moves towards the closest hero and makes a basic attack. Lucky for us, he's kind of far away, so I don't think he'll get to attack us. And every gang archer makes a basic attack if a hero is in range. Otherwise, it just moves towards the closest hero. So I think they're just going to be moving this turn, so not that bad. But remember, we have another turn with monsters right after this one. Okay, so first this guy's going to move forward towards the closest hero. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's just going to move straight and try and get closer. And this girl is 1, 2, 3, 4. She's actually only moving 3, so... 3 it is. Okay, and that's the first activation of our monsters. We'll go ahead and discard, and now we have another activation of our monsters. What are they gonna do? So Rigby is going to lead from the front. It says Rigby moves towards the closest hero and makes a basic attack. That's going to happen for sure. And then every gang member makes a basic attack if it is adjacent to a hero, which the only gang member out there is not. So otherwise, it's going to move towards the closest hero. So let them come to us. We are ready to take them once they move closer to us. But Rigby first, he's probably going to attack our archer. All right, Rigby moves forward towards the closest hero, which is this one. So 1, 2, that's all he needs. And now he's going to do a basic attack. He rolls a white die. So let's go see what he rolls. The most he can roll is 3. Yes, the most he can roll is 3. That will put me at 1, but I wouldn't be dead yet. Okay, let's see. And wow, he rolled 3. So he rolled the best he could. Okay, so moving here, we see that we're going to take 3 damage, 1, 2, 3, and we are at 1. So that healing potion is going to come in very handy this turn. Just in case it doesn't happen, if I would have gotten knocked out, so if my health would have dropped all the way to 0, in this game you have revival potions, and I believe you start the encounter with 3 revival potions, and you can use those to get back up to half your health, your beginning health. So she will be back up to 3 and keep going. If you ever run out of the revival potions, then you lose the encounter. It's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. If you play the adventure games, they have those healing surges. It's basically the same deal. But we're at 1, we're not knocked out yet, so we're okay. Now, we did the first activation of the monsters, but the second activation says that every gang member is going to make a basic attack if it's adjacent to a hero, but this is the gang member here. He's not adjacent to a hero, so he's going to move towards the closest hero, which again is our suffering girl Olette. 1, 2, 3, 4, and if it was the other way around, he would have been able to attack her because he is right there. Okay, so that is it for the monsters, and now it's wizard time. So we can try and get these goblins dead, or we can just go for the big guy and finish the adventure. Now I want to kind of show you, I want to try at least. I mean, they're at full HP, but it's only 8 and 5. That's 13 damage, or we can just do 4 damage and finish the adventure. Let's see what the wizard gets. He already has 2 basic attacks, and now he's gonna draw, and he draws a fireball, and he draws teleport. Okay, so let's see. All right, the first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna make a basic attack and try to defeat this guy. I don't want to use, I could use my fireball, that would defeat Rigby probably. So I don't want to do that because I want to get rid of these goblins first. I am being very, very greedy. I understand that. So for his first move or action, he's going to make a basic attack. Now, I know she's standing right in front of me, but she does not affect line of sight. So he can see right through her and attack this GM3, this goblin minion number 3. He rolls, for his basic attack, he rolls a red die. So let's see how much he rolls. Okay, here we go. And he got a 4. Okay, that's pretty good. He could have gotten a 5, but we'll take a 4. And here is 4 damage for you, mister. And remember, he takes 8 damage, so we are halfway there. And then 5 damage to this guy, and then we can complete this adventure by killing Rigby, if he doesn't kill us first. Okay, so that was his first action. For his second action, I'm actually going to have him teleport, and he's going to exchange positions with another hero that is in range 1 to 8. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I think that I can take Olette's place, and then everybody's going to start attacking me instead of the girl that's, well, damaged. Okay, so I will teleport. The other thing that I can do is I can finish that minion, but I think our rogue can do that. So I'm going to go ahead and teleport, and I'm not teleporting too far, granted, but at least she'll be in the back. Hopefully she'll have a higher initiative, and she'll be able to either run away or heal up for a bunch. They'll depend on what we roll when we roll. So that's it for Elwyn, our wizard, and now our rogue is going to go. He has a really good attack. Let's see, I want to kind of leave that for our big guy, although he's only 4, 2, 3, so I don't think I have to. I draw 3 more because he has 1 card in his hand. Let's see what I got. Basic attacks, basic moves, and then he has a free. I'll show you this one. So he has his super good attack, and then he has a basic attack, he has a basic move, and then this one he has a choice. He can use that part on top or the bottom part. So this one is for free. He can make a basic move. It doesn't count as one of his 2 actions. Or he can respond. When an enemy moves to a square adjacent to you, make a basic move. And you saw already my archer do that and kind of get out of the way so she wasn't attacked. And with all of that, she's still hurting. But I think we are going to use this and make a basic move. So let's count it out. But if I can get next to that archer with my make a basic move for free, and then do I have and then make a basic move, so I will be moving twice, and then attacking with this, I think I can get that archer dead, and then we just have to worry about the minion with the bat, who is halfway dead. So So let's see if we can do all of that. Let's see the range. So he's all the way over here. If he wants to get there, he'll move. How much does he move? He moves 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 for free. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. He's way too far to do everything that he wants to do, because he is a melee dude. So with that in mind, then we'll change our plan and we'll finish off this little goblin that's over here. Let's see, for that he needs 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he's gonna do that to not be too close, although he is our tank. So if he kind of makes a wall, yeah, I think I'm gonna have him be tank, because after all, he is the tank, and he can also ignore a basic attack as one of his abilities. So first, I'm going to have him make a basic move, and he can move up to 4, but he'll just move 2. 1, 2, there he goes. Hello, Mr. Rigby. And then for his second action, a basic attack, and let's see, he rolls a blue dice, which is one of the best dice in the game. Yeah, blue is the most, like, the best one because it's more consistent. Black has more, it can go up to 6, but it can also just hit for 1. So we like the blue. So let's see, let's attack this guy with the bat. He is 1 away, adjacent. Blue dice, let's see it. Okay, all we need is a 4, and we have a 5, so that's more than enough. So this guy was at 4, but now we add 5 more, that is 9. So he is out of the picture, only 1 to go. Let's bring him over here, bat and all. There you go. Okay. Good turn for Mr. Rogue. Okay, so he went. So this is the end of the round. Now we can go to cleanup. And if anybody wants to get rid of some cards, let's see. The archer definitely wants to keep that healing draught, and the move might come in handy also if she needs to run away and let the other big boys handle it. Hopefully she, with her passive ability of moving 1 up or 1 back, she can accommodate herself so that she's one of the first ones to go and heal herself. The wizard has a fireball, which, yeah, we can keep that. That's a pretty powerful attack. And a basic attack. He doesn't need to move. He's right where Rigby is, although he would like to come over here and get this monster dead. But I don't want to get rid of my... You know what? I can get rid of my... No, I won't. I want to keep this and hope for some basic movement. And then for my rogue, he's got his powerful attack and a free basic move. I don't think we need to... We can say no to that. So everybody has what they want in hand. We'll go ahead and shuffle these. And come on... Olette, don't be last. You need to heal, baby. Although I think that, you know, Rigby's going to attack us first. Everybody targets the closest hero. All the monsters in this scenario target the closest hero. That's not always the case, but in this scenario. All right, so first up. Okay, well, she's not first. Elwyn is first. Oh, but she's second. Okay, no problem. We got, oh, all of our heroes are going first. And then the enemies. That's actually pretty good. All right, so she will use her ability to go first. Or not to go first, but to move 1 up in the initiative track, her scouting ability. And with that, we are set. Let's go to her first. We kind of know what she's going to do. We have a plan, or we think we do. She also got a basic attack and a basic move. So first of things first, let's go ahead and heal. She's going to use at a 0 to 1 range, which means that she can heal herself. She's going to heal 2 white dice. And if you look at this symbol right here, X means we remove this card from the game. She can't use this again. Hopefully she will need to. She's healing 2 white dice. How much? That is 4. Okay, so we go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's almost up to full health. She's back to 5. So that was her first action. For her second action, I think we're gonna get her moving, and that's for 2 reasons. First of all, we don't want to attack Rigby until we've killed this archer. And second of all, she's hurt. She doesn't want to be attacked by Rigby. And third of all, we want to get closer to this archer. It's actually 3 reasons. Not too close that she's in danger of getting attacked by the archer, but definitely move a bit closer. So let's see. Although now she's at 5 health, so she has nothing to fear, really. 1, 2, 3. How much does she move? She moves 4. 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. She would be in range if the archer moves and attacks. But I think we can take 1 hit and then hit her back. She would need a move and a basic action, which she has in her hand. 1, 2, 3, 4 to be able to hit the goblin archer next turn. So we'll discard that. And she's gone. She's done all her actions. Now the wizard needs to move over here. Let's see what he gets. He has 2 cards, and he has another basic attack and no movement for the wizard. Well, that's too bad. The wizard moves 3, so I think because we want to get that archer done, he's going to discard a card to to be able to move not too far. I know that if I do a basic attack, he's just going to kill Rigby, so I'm going to discard and move 1 and move over here. And then for my second action, I'll do the same. Maybe I should have gotten rid of some cards next turn to be able to get some basic movements. And he'll just move over here so that we're closer to that archer. Range 1 to 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not there yet. Yeah, it's not there yet, but getting there. Okay, now the rogue is going to have probably the same predicament. He's not close enough. He has a free basic move though, and another basic attack and a basic move. Perfect. Okay, so they're all trying to leave Rigby. It's not that we don't like you, Rigby, it's that we're trying to complete this objective to the best of our abilities. So I think, yes, he's going to use a basic move. He's going to just move, let's see, he goes over here. How much does he move? He moves 4. So by Mr. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's going to just have a free basic move, but he has to discard this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And unfortunately, he's not there yet. Very, very close, but not enough. That was a free ability, so he has 1 more. But unfortunately, he cannot do what he wants to do, which is attack. But I'll keep my shank in hand, and I'll discard a card to move half of my speed, which is 2. So let's do 1 and 2 in case this archer moves or Rigby, one of them. And I think we're in a good position. So he's done. All he did was move. And at the end of his turn, actually, he can move 1 additional square. But now I put him where I wanted him, so I don't know that he needs to. All right, monster turn. Let's see. Who wants to have a go at us? Lead from the front. Rigby does. Okay, so Rigby is going to move towards the closest hero and make a basic attack, and then every gang member is going to make a basic attack if adjacent or move. But there are no gang members anymore, just an archer. So Rigby's going to move and make a basic attack. Okay, we'll discard this. Rigby moves 4. So 1, 2, that's all he needs to be able to attack our wizard. He rolls a white die, so let's see what happens. All right, off we go, and he gets attacked for 2. The wizard has a response that when you're damaged, reduce that damage by whatever rolls plus a 1. But since he is only getting damage for 2, I think he's going to save that. We'll just take the 2 damage and go down to 4. And now, of course, we're going to have a second activation of our monsters. Lead from the front. So pretty much exactly what happened last turn is going to happen again. Rigby is going to move and make a basic attack, and then every gang member is going to attack, but there are no gang members left. So Rigby again with a white die. Maybe this time the wizard will respond to that. Let's see what Rigby rolls. Okay, Rigby, there you go. You rolled a 2. I mean, it's not too bad, but I think that, yes, we will respond. I'm going to have Elwin use his arcane shield, and when you're damaged, reduce that damage by whatever we roll plus 1. We're going to reduce it by 3 because it's 2 plus 1. So we take no damage from that attack. Good job, wizard. And our arcane shield gets discarded. We are not getting it back until we run out of cards and we shuffle and we get it back into our hands. Hopefully we won't need to. That was good that we did not take any more damage. And we're good to go. That was the other monster activation. So end of the round. Let's see. This girl has a move and a basic attack. That's exactly what she needs to get to her target. So she's good with what she's got. This guy's got a fireball ready to attack Rigby when this archer is out of the way, or a basic attack. So yeah, I think I like it. And of course he's got his super strong attack shank, so I don't want to lose that. So everybody has what they need. If we can go first, I think we might be able to finish it. this round. If not, well, we'll see. We'll see how hard they hit us. So, shuffle. Let's see who gets to go first during this round. First is our archer. Okay, that's good. Then our rogue. Okay, that's actually really good because these two can kill the archer. Who's next? The enemy. Okay, we might take some damage. The enemy again, and then the wizard. Okay, no problem. We can do this. I think if that's the case, I'm gonna have the rogue. I'm gonna use her power, her ability, to scout and be second, because the rogue is standing right there. I think he can get the job done, and if he does, then Olette and the wizard can focus on Rigby and get this done. So I don't know. Let's see how that pays off. So first off is our rogue. He has his shank in his hand, and then he's gonna draw 3 more cards. 1, 2, and he's out. So he'll have to shuffle what he has discarded and draw 1 more, I think. Check in a minute. All right, there we go. Let's see. He has 3, so 1 more, yes. Okay, there he goes. Okay, and he has some daggers, but the most important thing he's going to do first and foremost is the shank. Okay, so the shank is rolling 2 blue dice, and he has to be adjacent to the monster, which he is. Let's see how much he rolls. And he has 8 damage. I think that's enough. This archer only takes 4 damage to defeat, so she is toast. We'll put her up here. Now it's only Rigby. So that was actually only the rogue's first action. So 1, 2, 3. He is actually in range to throw a dagger at Mr. Rigby and maybe finish this. Rigby is 4 away from death. Yeah, he's at 11 and he needs 15. So the dagger is a 1 to 4 range, and he's going to be rolling a red die. So let's see if our rogue and the shank gets discarded. Let's see if our rogue can bring this home. Okay, here we go. And 4. That's exactly what we need to finish this adventure. So with 4 more damage, we bring Rigby to 15, and we have defeated him. And we actually defeated him after we defeated all of the goblins. So we got this super exciting bonus objective. So the way it works, and I don't want to spoil too much for you guys, but the way it works is that on the other side of this book, on the back, we have our success. And there's 3 different ones. There's the super success, the regular success, then the super success, the plus success, which is what we got in this adventure, and then the failure. And it will go through telling you what we got as loot, if we can advance our heroes, and then sometimes we will continue to go in through the adventure, and sometimes you get a choice, sometimes you don't. Apparently we get a choice. And this little dark skull next to choice number 1 means that choice number 1 is more dangerous than choice number 2. But that's it. All right, so there we go. That was the full guard the gate scenario. We managed to complete it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Well, guys, there you have it. That was a full run-through of Adventure Tactics Domianne's Tower with 3 heroes. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up. We'd also love to hear your comments, so just leave us some down below. If you haven't subscribed to Meeple Village, join the village and become one of our followers on Instagram or Twitter, or both. We post really cool pictures of your favorite board games, and also ask you things like, what hero would you like me to play on Adventure Tactics? Thank you to all those who answered our poll, left us messages. I love just having you guys being a part of Meeple Village, being a part of the community. I will see you guys on the next video, but until then, may you play more games.